Hello, everyone. This is a video recording for Monday, Monday, November 30th and Tuesday, December 1st assignment. So first I'm going to show you where you can go to find it. So if you go to classwork, it's going to be labeled number 1, Microscopic Analysis. Currently it's under today's work, but it might eventually move to be under week 12. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on View Assignment to tell you the instructions, and then I will go through the process with you. So you are going to use this link below. It's of a virtual microscope to look at 3 samples. So we're going to set up the microscope so you can use it, and then you're going to draw each of your 3 samples in this document here, or you can draw it on a piece of paper and text me your drawings, or email me your drawings. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So when you click on the link, you're going to be taken to this website here, and it's going to tell you how to set up your microscope. Okay. So you're just going to say Start Tour, which is right here.
Works very much like a real compound microscope. To succeed in getting a specimen into view, follow this sequence of steps. The checklist will help you keep track of steps you have completed. First, turn on the light. Click here to learn how to do this.
So what it's going to have you do is it's going to have you go through the steps of setting up this microscope. However, we did set it up in class, so I'm going to show you briefly. I'm not going to go through all of the steps, but let's go ahead and get started with the cheek smear. So you're going to want to make sure that your microscope, first and foremost, is on by clicking the on button right at the bottom here. Then you're going to want to make sure, so that's the on, that you turn this dial up to 10, so that way there's enough light going through the microscope so you can see something. Okay, the next step that you're going to want to do is click on your sample. I clicked on the cheek sample, so that's what we're going to take a look at. You're going to want to make sure that this blue dot is right above the light source by moving it up and down. So when I move the arrow, you can see the slide on the screen. It's moving down. When I think it's lined up, then we're almost there. Then I'm gonna move it using the second set of switches to move it to the right. And that looks pretty good. That looks like to be right in the middle. And you're gonna wanna do this for all the samples so that way you can see them. The next thing you're going to want to do is make sure that this number 4 here is the one that's in the back. It's just going to be easiest to find your sample with 4 at the back. So I will go ahead and put it at the back here. Okay. And then the last thing you're going to want to do is make sure that this stage here is all the way forward. Okay. All right, so now I'm ready to switch views. So what's going to happen is I'm going to click on switch views, and I'm going to go from looking at the microscope to looking inside the microscope. Okay, and then the very first thing it's going to tell me to do is to adjust my oculars before viewing the image. And if you click over here, it'll tell you how to do this, but what you're going to do is you just click on it, and you want it to go from being 2 circles to being 1 circle. All right, with no gray shadowing. Okay, so I have my sample. It's under the light, but I still don't see anything. So now is when you're going to need to be adjusting. This adjusts the light. This adjusts the position of the slide, so it moves it up and down, right to left. And this is going to move the stage closer or farther away, and this is going to give us some resolution, making things more clear. So I'm going to click down twice, and I see it here. Now I'm going to start to move it down so that way it's in the middle. You can see on the screen here there's this red circle, and that's going to show us where our cells are. Cool. I'm going to try to get it in the middle of this scale here, the circle in the middle there. And now, maybe adjust the light a little bit. Try to make it as clear as possible. And now I'm going to start to zoom in by changing the lens. So right now I'm at 4 magnification. Oops, sorry, I passed by 10. Now I'm at 10. Now I'm at 40. Okay, so let me go ahead and fine tune my 40 image. That looks pretty good. All right. 100 you're going to see is really, really close, and you could see like 1 or 2 cells there. So it depends on what magnification you want to draw that. It's up to you. I'm going to stay with the 40 and draw the 40. Okay. So what I recommend doing is splitting your screen so you can pull this tab out. This is where you're going to put your drawing of your cells. Sorry, just takes a second. Okay. So now that I have them both up side by side, I can go ahead and start drawing. Okay. One more second, guess. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna move this one to the side so I can see it a little bit better. Okay. All right, so I have my sample there. How you draw is you're gonna, so right under the word insert here, you are going to, you have the select button, then you also have line. If you hit that line, the line button down, you're gonna have this one called scribble. So now I'm just gonna try to draw that to the best of my abilities. I understand that it's going to be hard, but I'm just going to try my best. Okay, so I have this one here. And then I have a circle in the middle of it. Then I have one coming off here, which is kind of a weirder shape. I have one that's connecting them. This one also has a nucleus. These are all the nuclei that we see in here. This might be a set of 2 cells because we can see the 2 different nuclei in here. And then there's going to be another one in here. And then connecting, we have a bigger one here with the nucleus, and then one coming off. Okay, so you can see I'm not the best at using this drawing tool, but I'm trying my best. If it's easier for you to draw it on a piece of paper and send it to me afterwards, that's fine. Okay, so now I'm going to hit the select button so I can type in here. And this is at 40x magnification. There it goes. Okay, so you're going to do the exact same thing with the bacterial and the onion. So I will just show you those on the screen so that way you can see them, but I will let you draw them by yourself. So I'm just going to get the slide. I just have to move it so that it's in position, and then I'll show it to you. I would also recommend pausing this video so you can take a look. All right, so there's my sample. And now I'm going to put it on 100 magnification because this is the one you're going to need to look at. just move it so I can see it a little bit better when I go to 100. And if you do decide to take a look at the microscope, you'll see that it can be kind of hard to adjust, but it'll be worth it there. Okay, so these ones you can see all the, get a little more light in here. Okay, all of the little dots here. Okay, so you would draw something similar to that here, and that's at 100 magnification. Oops, 100 times. Okay, so that's what the bacterial capsule looks like, and now I will just end with showing you the onion root. So if you are drawing this, you can then hit the scribble and start to draw a few of these. You do not have to draw all of them. Just give me a few in this one. And then if you're drawing it on a piece of paper, go ahead and draw part of what you see here. And now we'll move to the last one. I'm just going to move this over here. Cool. And then bring up this again. Okay. So let me go ahead and move to the last one, which is the onion. Okay. This one, the cells will be able to see them very clearly. Oops. Cool. That looks pretty good. Okay. So now I'm going to come to switch views. So as long as you make sure that the object is under the light, if you don't see anything initially, I recommend hitting this down twice. And then you're just going to want to make sure you're always looking at your specimen in the middle. So there's that red circle here. So you just want to move it to the middle of your microscope, because as you zoom in, you're gonna focus in on that circle. So you want to make sure it's in the middle so you can actually see some things. So there's it at 40. Pretty clear here. Let's take a look at it under 100. Oops, that's 10. And there it is at 100. So you can clearly see the cells there. They're squares with a nice big nucleus in the middle. So for here, again, I can click the select, and this is at 100. And then I can draw what it looks like in here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put my phone number and email up on the screen so you can send me your work if you chose to draw them. If not, you should go ahead and have your cheek smear, your bacterial capsule, what that looks like, and then your onion root cells in this box here. Once you are done, you'll go ahead and hit turn in, and I will look at that. All right, guys, so I hope this video is helpful, and I look forward to seeing your drawings of the cells.